Hello, I'm VXToyCat, and because I follow a fair few number of Smash players on Twitter, one of the things I've seen develop over the past year or two is tier lists. This is where you rank all of the characters in the game from best to worst, and it's something that was initially limited to the Smash community, but more and more it's something anyone can do for anything basically, and you know what that means? We're going to use it as an opportunity to monetize some of the laziest content possible, because I'm going to sit here and give you my opinions on not, just some Smash characters, which you might not care about, but I'm going to be talking about Minecraft updates, ranking them from best to worst. One didn't exist, so we have to make our own template, but let's rank all of the Java updates from very best to very worst. We actually have to make this one ourselves, and they need images, because again, it's meant to be images of the characters, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to use MS Paint, and we're going to make nice little images of all the updates using Comic Sans text, of course. There we go, just like that, you can see we've got nice little images of all the major updates from 1.1, full release, all the way to 1.14, the Village and Pillage update, and I don't even need to add a URL for the image credits because I made these myself, and you can tell from the high quality uniformity and just everything about this is great, right? So yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and make tiers. So it seems as though all of our updates have had some of the image cut off them, so like 1.11 has turned into .11, but that's fine, we all know what the .11 update is, and we also know the .11 update was really quite a good one, I would say. It included shulker boxes for the first time, it included wooden mansions, and it even included llamas, which I think is going to push it up over there. Llamas are pretty forgettable, they haven't given too much to, but the fact that wooden mansions are in there, and the fact that shulker boxes really provide that late game content if you're looking for it, I think it's a great update. Maybe just a good one though, because it didn't add too much longevity. It was more, oh yeah, here are a couple of cool features, and a lot of other features you don't care too much about unless you're really invested in one of them. However, what is not a good update is 1.10, because think about the 1.10 update. What can you remember from it? There's so many features in there. There's bone blocks, there's strays, there's husks, there's polar bears. How many of those features do you interact with at all? I'm gonna say, it's somewhere right between, good and gravel, which I think gives it a solid rating of like, well, some of those features are sometimes used sometimes for some things, and it didn't make the game actively worse, I guess, so is what I'm going to give to 1.10. 1.12, on the other hand, the World of Color update, was a really good one. All of the different color blocks added gave you opportunities to experience new things, gave gravel a use finally, if you can believe that, and then also added so many new blocks and expanded the creativity for a lot of people. Again, while it added parrots, which weren't that great by themselves, party parrots are still one of my favorite Easter eggs in the game, I would say. So then next up, these are all horribly out of order, so let's do them out of order anyway. Next up, we've got the 1.3 update, or the .3 update as it's known. So 1.3 is one of those updates that has a couple of cool features, but beyond that, you're not really thinking about the rest too often, I would say. Like, because Desert Temples and something which I thought was a fun addition, but as far as like the rest of it, like Ender chests are nice, I guess, but beyond that, yeah, I'm gonna put this in the F pile, like, 1.3 is an update that exists, I guess. Then we've got the 0.1 update, which added some potions to the game, added a few new changes like that, so it's going to go solidly good, because who can argue if the ability potions brought? We haven't seen something like that for a very, very long time, and it's kind of a shame. Next up, we've got 1.13, which is, of course, the updated Aquatic. I really like the updated Aquatic. I thought it added a lot of content to the game, so it's going in our great pile right over here. But you know what is not going in the great pile? The 1.9 update. The 1.9 update, the combat update, it's so divisive, and even though it added a lot of cool features, the fact that it added so many bad and questionable ones, it literally split the community in half. Even if you like, personally, the new combat, which I think it's interesting, it's worth playing around with, I think the fact that it's different between versions, and I always mess up playing it, I don't like 1.9 combat, just because I'm used to the opposite, in terms of like, when I play Java, I get messed up by like, oh yeah, you've got to time the click, and it's not a skill I have. It's an update that's going to be repealed. It's that bad. It's the first time we've had an update where they're like, yeah, sorry about that. We can't just walk back on it, because then the community can walk back anything. But also, yeah, it's a gravel level update. That's just decidedly what it is. Then 1.8, it's a much loved update by many people. It's added like, the ocean monuments to the game for the first time, if I'm not mistaken. It added diorite, granite, and andesite. What an amazing, solid update, you might be saying. But it's going to go on a little great pile right here, only because of the fact that I don't think it's as good as people say. I think 1.9 soured people's mouths so much after the fact that people were going back to 1.8 saying, oh, this was so good. But I think at the time it was just like, oh yeah, the Bountiful update, it's pretty bountiful. It's great, but it's not diamond tier. By the way, in case you're curious about the colors here, green is pre-notch leaving, or like pre the big gap they took before 1.9, and black is of course after that, just in case you're curious. Like 1.2.5, it's just one of those updates that goes in the forgettable, like, I don't know what's really in there too much. Like, people were hyped about it, but the update itself didn't contain too much. It was more just, this is the first stable, everything's in there version of Minecraft, which to me puts in the F pile of like, okay, it's an update that exists. 1.4, which if I'm not mistaken, update between the I guess that's between 1.3 and 1.5, I can tell you. Look at my smarts here, I've got maths on my side. But the 1.4 update, it's not too memorable besides adding a new structure, I believe the Witch's Hut. So that's also going to go on the F pile. But what isn't going to go on the F pile is the 1.5 update. This added so many new redstone things to the game, and like the hoppers, the droppers, things that you know, actually hoppers, droppers, stuff like that. Things you know and love, even if you don't use redstone. Side note, we've made one of these with our tier list. But the interesting thing about 1.5 is they added so many features to the game which you make use of or require the use of. There's so many cool combinations. I think 1.5 might even take the step up. If it was a bigger update, it would have. But it's not a bigger update. But you know what is a bigger update? 1.6. 1.6 was the horse update. I love horses so much in terms of the idea. But in terms of everything else in that update, it wasn't actually so amazing. Like, it was a really great, maybe even just good update, because it added one amazing feature and then some other stuff. Like, that's how you define the 1.6 update. However, 1.7, I think we have to throw right into diamond tier, because it added all the new biomes. The update that changed the world. It literally changed the entire world, right? I think that has to go right in the diamond tier, just because it's such an amazing change to all of Minecraft. You know, like, it changed everything. The whole world changed. There's new biomes, there's new blocks for those biomes, there's new flowers in those biomes that can be used for different things. It was an update that really changed so much, but almost as much as 1.14. 1.14, we're in the honeymoon phase right now. We all love it because it's just come out, but no one has any major complaints about 1.14. But what we do have is we all have things to say that are positive. Like, my God, enslaving these villagers to help fix their economy, that is fun stuff. See, I'm doing the clap hands in between things. That is really fun stuff. Time will tell if it goes in the great pile or the diamond tier pile, but right now, roughly a week after release, I am loving 1.14. I'm still, after this video is done, you know, like, the reason I'm making a low effort monetize me talking to the camera for 10 minutes is so I can go back and play around with some of these recipes, because there's so much fun to be had with this update. There's so much optimization we can now do, and so many new blocks which I think are positive improvements to the game. But you know what goes in diamond tier as well? 1.15, which as we all know is gonna be the cave update. So this is my tier list. It sucks you can't even see it or look at it, because I didn't know they had to be square. Like, why are they square? Like, surely they should be rectangular. Is this not how Smash characters go? But apparently I made a mistake on that one, and now you know. This is Toycat's terrible tier list. Let me know if you disagree with anything, or if you agree with everything, because that's a thing you can do. Also, we can change the background color. This is Toycat's terrible tier list of all the different tiers. Oh, we can also change all the colors, so gravel tier is gravel colored and diamond tier is diamond. But yeah, that is just one of the tier lists we're doing today. You might think, wow, Toycat, that was pretty low effort. You just spoke over you putting tiers of Java updates in a graph. But would you believe it? This video can get even lower quality, because we can just take someone else's template and use those as well. So a lot of these are terrible because they focus on one servers, one minigame or whatever. However, we are going to be ranking, you better believe, starting with the Minecraft mobs, because we can rank every single Minecraft mob. I think every hostile mob, plus the llama, because that sometimes hurts you, in S to F tiers. So let's do this, because I'm thinking, first of all, the rabbit, garbage. How often do you see the rabbit? How often do you care about the rabbit? It's right in the garbage tier. I love llamas, but they're going right in the D tier as well. Like, we're gonna get the easy ones out of the way. And actually not. Should we do this based on how much we like them, or how much we are annoyed by it? Yeah, let's do that. Like, if a mob's really nice and friendly, like, you know, dolphin goes in A tier. You feed it, it shows you structures, it swims around, it helps you. You know, honestly, dolphins are bros. They go right in the S tier. The first passive mob in Minecraft that you actually care about and feel friendly with. I'm going to go ahead and say that this little endermite dude, he's going to go right in the B tier of averageness. Like, when was the last time you thought about endermites? It was a long time ago, wasn't it? Phantoms go right in the trash tier. Like, phantoms are the biggest mistake. Phantoms prove that democracy is a joke. Like, honestly, why did we vote for it? I didn't. I was imploring everyone like, oh, there's all these cool options. Oh, what if we had a thing that made it so that when you go to sleep in Minecraft, you die. When you don't go to sleep in Minecraft, you die. That would be fun, wouldn't it? I love not going to, you know, like, it just removed choices from the game. Why did we do this? It made the Elytra worse. Now you have to repair it using this, like, we just made the game more complex for ourselves, and we did it with democracy. We all suck. But yeah, Cave Spider, it's going to go in the D tier because on easy, it doesn't poison you. Every other difficulty, it's just annoying as all hell. Then we're going to throw the polar bear right in the F tier too. Like, when was the last time you thought about the polar bear? The polar bear is just such a bad addition in my opinion. It just isn't very interesting. The shulker box is going to go in the C tier for like, it's annoying, but it's necessary, and also it's a fun idea for a mob. It's unique, it's different, so we'll give it that. Silverfish is gonna go right in the D tier of like, why does this even exist? It's not a threat ever, it's just annoying. Same I would say for the Vex, like it's not a threat, it's just annoying. Same I'm gonna say for the Evoker, like, oh yeah, it's a cool addition, but I feel like he could have been done better. More attacks, more interesting things. Illusioner, because of the whole like, oh yeah, we don't know it. I'm gonna give it an A tier because I'm still hoping that one day the Illusioner will have a real use in Minecraft. That's a thing that we can all dream and hope of. The Blaze is going to go in B tier because, again, I feel like the Blaze is a well-themed mob. It exists, it serves a purpose, it's pretty great in that way. The Pufferfish shouldn't be on this list, so, like, I guess it goes in the C tier of, like, you know, honestly, you know, Pufferfish in A tier, it's a good way to get Pufferfishes. They're a quirky mob. No one ever sees them. Most people probably don't even know they exist, but they're there. Baby Zombie goes in the F tier. Why did we make that? That was a mistake. Wither, you know, the bosses are hard ones because I like them, but they're also super rough. Like, I think Wither and Ender Dragon go in B tier, like solid. You know, actually, let's put them in A tier, like mobs that I'm glad exist, even though they're hostile. Then we're gonna have the Enderman in the D tier of like, oh my god, necessary but very, very annoying. Witches go in the F tier. Why do we make them? Why do we make witches? Whose idea was it? Can we fight? Like, I just not a big fan of that. Hostile dogs. I feel bad killing them, but they are a good mob, like, when they're defending you. So we're gonna put these in the A tier? Yeah, A tier, like, friendly, good mobs. Like, same could go for the Iron Golem. Like, love the Iron Golem's defense abilities. He's not an S tier just because of the fact that, like, they're dumb. They're not smart, in my opinion. Then we've got the Vindicator. Everyone loves Johnny, right? But no, he's gonna go right over here because, again, the pillagers are all in the same category of like, oh yeah, they're dudes that are annoying and spawn in one place. Good rewards, annoying behaviors, and tricky to find in some places, I would say. Creeper, oh, I'm gonna be controversial on this one. A S tier mob. I love that the Creeper actually threatens your Minecraft builds. It's annoying when they blow up, but the fact that there is that real threat to them means that, unlike every other mob, like, when was the last time you were really concerned about a zombie villager? You weren't, you know, this is a bad tier mob besides converting it, but you're scared of creepers the entire way through the game. They keep that vulnerability in you, and they make sure you need to hide from all the hostile mobs. Wither skeletons, on the other hand, they're just annoying because they wither you, which combined with the fire causes some bad things to happen. They're tall, so there's a nice defense at least, but it's annoying. Regular zombie, right in the B tier. Drowned, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the... this is going in D tier as well. No, actually F tier. Like, I've had so many situations where the drown just annoys me and comes out of the water. They spawn on the ground, they're terrible. Guardian itself is going to go on the C tier. Elder Guardian, I love as a boss concept, so right up there it goes. Then we're going to have the Ghast, which is right the way down here, because unlike the Creeper, the Ghast just spews explosions at you. It's glitchy. You're meant to be able to kill it, but it's far away. It's just a mob that... I'm glad it exists, I guess, but it's just terrible, so D tier maybe. Then we're going to have the Zombie Pigmen. I love the concept behind them, right in the B tier. Then we're going to have the Husk. I mean... like, how often do you think about the Husk? Be honest with me here. You don't really think about them too often. So I'm gonna put them in the D tier of bad design. They should have been designed better, both the Husk and the Stray. Like, they're not bad mobs, they're just not interesting mobs. Then the baby versions all go right here in the trash tier. All of them. Baby Zombie Pigman actually can go there. But then Spider, I'm gonna put this over here. Oh yeah, B tier even. Like, good mob, like scary, without, you know, like without just being annoying. Like the skeleton, which I hate beyond all belief. Then the magma cube, I'm going to put right here in C. And then the regular slime right here in B. I think they're quirky, fun, interesting mobs. So here's my Minecraft mob tier list. And you might say, wow, Toy Cat, somehow that was even lower effort than the previous one. But believe me, believe me, this can get worse. This can get worse. You might not believe this can get worse, but we have Minecraft logs ranked from top to bottom. Oh no, it saved my one from before. So this is my Minecraft log tier list. There's only 6 logs in the game. There's gonna be a 7th eventually, right? But there are 6 logs in the game, and this is my thinking. Although actually, the more I've been thinking about it, I think that we have to put spruce in the B tier, and then probably the logs in the A tier, because dark oak is jungle is but I really love these two. I use oak a lot of the time, and spruce is a solid wood. Yeah, you know, actually, I'm gonna go even as far as to say like this. No, actually, yeah, both in the A tier, and then put dark oak in the B tier. But jungle is staying right down there in the gravel tier, which we can make gravel colored so that it really is. This is my opinion on Minecraft logs top to bottom. Don't even try and disagree with this, because also, like, 2 people have given it the handy clap thing. Don't even try to disagree with this tier list. It's the objectively right one, and if you disagree, you're objectively incorrect. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today's video. I know it was terrible, but I figured, why not cash in on a trend and or have a video that no one cares about watching, because it's just my face in front of some tiers. But I hope you had a good time watching it, and if you didn't, then I guess sucks to be you, doesn't it? Because you're the one here at the end of the video. I'm gonna go play some Minecraft Village and Pillage. Have a nice day, everyone, and I'll see you all in the next video. Oh wait, hit the bell for more high quality tier lists, because you know that's a good idea. Okay, goodbye.